Dear brothers and sisters in the ENC communities, these days we hear a lot about Ukraine in the daily news. I'm now connected in a Zoom meeting with Orest. Orest from Ukraine. How are you doing, Orest?
Thank you so much. I'm fine.
When we hear about the Russian troops concentrating on the Ukrainian borders, this gives us some concern, and I'm sure you would have some concerns yourself and perhaps also some prayer requests, something where we can stand with you.
Yes, of course, dear brothers and sisters, I would like to ask you about prayer, about the situation in Ukraine, because it's really dangerous. And we know that Russia doesn't joke. And I think and I see that in this situation, our unity and our mutual prayer can help the change situation, not only in Ukraine, but it concerns the future of Europe and even all the world. So I ask you and I invite you for mutual prayer for the situation in Ukraine, especially for the converting of Russia, about what Mary asked us during in Fatima, you know about this. So we have to remind this at this time.
You're certainly doing a lot of praying, but I know you're also doing some relief work. The Christian Rescue Mission has been active from the Ukraine, from your communities. How are they doing right now?
Yes, Christian Rescue Ministry is active and they continue their work. They continue evangelize in this war zone and to help people with needs they have. They also make different seminars to help those who come back from this war zone. So there are a lot of job, and our unity in Ukraine, unity of communities, helps to continue this job.
How many people are involved in those ministries?
It depends on the situation, but I don't know the concrete number, but I think it's about 100 generally.
Wow, that's very significant. I've just scrolled through the list of the Ukrainian communities on our ENC website. That's a very large number. And certainly there are many different developments in those communities. Is there anything that happens to basically to all of them in common? Is there a common vision, a common, perhaps also a common task you feel called to in these days?
Yes, for the last year, we have finalized the structure of Ukrainian Network of Communities, OKS. We have developed different ministries inside OKS and different committees. For now, we have five territorial departments. All Ukrainian Network of Communities is divided into five territorial departments. So we also have 13 ministries, and we also have 6 committees. One of this committee is medical committee, which is called to give answers people about the virus spreading, about the vaccination. So it's a group of experts who answers the questions of people about medical issues. So, and we have different ministries. It's evangelization ministry, leaders formation ministry, and a lot of others. So yes, we this time we spent to finalize the structures of and to develop our relations inside.
And on the level of communities, I remember reports from youth work that you were doing where many young people came together. Is anything planned for this summer? Can you plan anything given the corona circumstances we're under right now?
Yes, last summer, the situation in Ukraine with coronavirus was quite good. So last summer we organized a few youth camps. And this summer, we hope the situation will be the same because the season behavior of virus in Ukraine, we see that I hope during summer we will have green and yellow zones. So during when we have such zones, we can organize meetings up to 100 people. So we are planning 3 youth camps and wife camp with educational direction. We call it a live school, and it's something new for us. And we will invite children not only for rest, for relax, but also to study, to learn some new things. For example, programming, English, also hiking, sports, and other good things. And Kevin Bridges is, we invited Kevin Bridges to provide jumpstart for youth as well during this live school.
Well, that's really good if we can support each other across national borders, even in times like this where traveling is restricted, but at least communication should be continued and we should aim to bless each other. Perhaps
yes, I want to mention that during this quarantine time, we organized 3 leadership schools, and a lot of representatives, brothers and sisters from ENC took part in our online leadership school. Last leadership school we organized it 2 weeks ago, and Bruce Cluett and Rob Clark had teachings during this leadership school. It was really it was really impressive, and people were very happy and were very thankful to both to Bruce and Rob and to the ENC network for this.
And they were there in a Zoom meeting, or were they in person? Certainly not.
No, it was in Zoom, of course. It was online. Yes, and before we had leadership school, and Gavin and Mario were there. So we have very good cooperation with ENC, not theoretically, but also making mutual things together.
How does the necessity to go online, how is this received by community members? Is it very hard to skip meetings in person and to move to online meetings?
People understand that it's necessary to do this, so it's not so good. It's not so good as when to have online instead of personal meetings, but we have no other way to do this. So people understand this. And I see that in some areas, it is even much better because we can cover much more people. So for example, we have all the year, we have a Bible groups, and about 200 people take part in these online Bible groups. And these people are from Ukrainian diaspora. A lot of them are from Ukrainian diaspora, not only from different regions of Ukraine, but also from USA, from Europe. But in other case, we would never organize such online Bible groups. So, this quarantine and virus has make or show us 2 different sides of the same coin. From one side, we are restricted, so we can make mutual meetings, personal meetings, but from the other side, it opened us a lot of new possibilities to reach new people. It was the same with the ENC meeting, which we transmitted into Ukraine. So about more than 3,000 people watched this ENC gathering. So in no case it was possible before, because it's not possible 3,000 people from Ukraine come to ENC gathering, but
That is more viewers than we had for our international live stream, so congratulations. So the virus may end, the quarantine may come to an end, but perhaps this online presence of communities, of Christian messages will stay. Thank you very much, Orest. We'll use this information also in our prayers. Ukraine as well as many other nations, need our prayers. Thank you so much, Orest, for sharing with us. God bless you.
And thank you for your presence and for your ministry.